Hello, welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Prakriti, and today we are going to move further with another articles of Indian Constitution, that is Article number 2. Admission or re-establishment of new states. Parliament may by law admit into the Union or establish new states on such terms and conditions as it thinks fit. According to this article, it talks about the process by which a new state can be admitted into or establishment of new states in the India. Our constitutional makers were very far-sighted. They have already decided that how the process of establishment of new states will be dealt. The whole power is given to the parliament. The parliament, as may it thinks fit, can by law establish or admit new states into India. This Sikkims to be associated with the Union. This is a very disputed scenario when Sikkim by a new provision, by this amendment, that Sikkim to be associated with the Union was added into India. But later on, due to various cases and due to various disputes, the court decided, and by the constitutional amendment 36 Act 1975, it was repealed and Sikkim was established as a new state in India. Formation of new states. This article talks about how the states which are already in India will be dealt. It's about alteration of areas, boundaries, or names of existing states. Parliament may by law form a new state by separation of territory, form any state, or by uniting two or more states or parts of state, or by uniting any territory to a part of any state. You must have seen that almost so many states have been separated. The latest example of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, in which Andhra Pradesh has split it into two parts, that is Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. By this article 3rd, it is the power in the hand of parliament that they can form a new state by separation of territory of any state, or by uniting two or more states, by parts of states, or by uniting territory or a part of any state. The parliament may also increase the area of any state, diminish the area of any state, alter the boundaries of any state, alter the name of any state. In the proviso, it is said that the parliament will send notice to the state parliament also before taking any decision. But it is just for the namesake, because the state parliament should reply within the time frame given it to by the parliament, by the president. But the suggestions or acceptance given by the state to the parliament will be in the hand of parliament, whether they want it to be allowed or not. And in explanation, it can be said that the state will also include the union territories, but the proviso, the state doesn't contain union territories, because union territories are governed by the president only. According to Article 4, laws made under Article 2 and 3 to provide for the amendment of the first and fourth schedule and the supplemental, incidental and consequential matters. According to this article, because when and by Article 2 a new state is added, so there will be amendment in Schedule 1, because it contains the name of all states which India have. And according to Article 3, when the change in the boundary, name of any state, it will consider the change or amendment in the number of seats of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, which is in Schedule 4. So the amendment will be there, but it will be not considered as a constitutional amendment. It will be not according to Article 368. And the Parliament, as may it deem fit, can provide any guideline or any order to state to make laws for the enforcement of Article 2 and Article 3. Thank you so much guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and for more such videos, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon.